बोलिए सद्गुरु महाराज की जय, सच्चे दरबार की जय. Today we present weekly satsang from Akhand Gyan from the monthly magazine of Divya Jyoti Jagrati Sansthan and is inspired by His Holiness Ashutosh Maharaj Ji. 2010 November, Brahma Gyan versus Kundalini Awakening. Of late, the subject of yoga is being discussed extensively. Although the discussion about yoga has been included in Patanjali, Yoga Sutra, Geranda, Samhitas, Shiv Samhita, Gita, etc. But people in general believe that Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Hatha Yoga, Laya Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, etc. are different and in no way related to each other. A Hatha yogi wishes to establish control over his body through asanas and on prana with the help of pranayams. A Jnana yogi wishes to implant noble sanskaras on the mind by gaining knowledge. A Karma yogi makes effort through karmendriyas, physical senses. The practitioner of Bhakti Yoga is ever engaged in reciting bhajans, etc. Of this, one take recourse by surrendering to the abilities of the body. The other relies on prana. The third one uses the capabilities of the mind. The fourth one takes the help of karmendriyas, and the fifth one draw from the capacity of thoughtfulness or emotion. The meaning is quite clear. None of these paths make use of one's total faculties with the integrated approach through the medium of yoga. Therefore, through this piecemeal approach of activities and actions related to yoga, the total development of individuals' personality is not at all possible. In reality, all these approaches represent the different branch of comprehensive science of yoga. When one experiences yoga in totality, such a spiritual aspirant is blessed with true knowledge Brahmagyan, which results in the refinement of his actions, the revelation of the secret and dormant energies present in the body, dawn of feelings of devotion and detachment, etc. All this begin to take place through the regular disciplined practice of supreme yoga. On reaching the pinnacle of perfection through practice, the human soul, which is part and parcel of total consciousness, stand merged in that eternal ocean of bliss. It become one with the supreme Brahma. These days, Kundalini awakening is in vogue. According to Yoga Sastra and Patanjali Yoga Sutra, Kundalini awakening come under Hatha Yoga. Let us understand the concept in somewhat more detail. Kundalini and its awakening. Yoga sadhana and Kundalini awakening are intricately connected. In the normal course of life of a human being, once Kundalini remains dormant, it is a powerful, fiery, secret store of energy. The yogi is aware that through special procedures, Kundalini can be awakened and one can attain yogic powers. Accordingly, about this Kundalini, it has been recorded in text thus Dhayat Kundalini Sokshamam Muladhara Levasinis, meaning thereby the founding place of dormant Kundalini is Muladhara Chakra. In the subtle body of human being, there are 6 chakras related to the important parts, which are the energy centers. Muladhara is one of those 6 chakras. Muladhara chakra is located at the lowermost part of the backbone. Within this chakra, Kundalini remains dormant, coiled in 3.5 circles. The awakening of Kundalini means this power travels through the backbone or Sushmana Nadi that lies in the middle and moves further to Ida and Pingala Nadi. These are also known as Surya Nadi and Chandra Nadi. With the aid of these 3 nadis, Kundalini makes its onward journey and awakens in the process Swadhisthana, Manipur, Anahat, Vishuddhi, and Ajna Chakra and empower them one by one. And in the end, in the language of Tantra, it reaches Sahasrar to realize Sadashiv, meaning the all-pervading reality, and merges into it to become one with it. Brahma Gyan, the complete yoga. According to sacred texts, the meaning of Brahma Gyan is the knowledge of Brahma. The word Brahm is derived from the root Birha, which means all-pervading, that is, which envelops the entire cosmos. To experience that all-pervading reality within the portals of one's inner being is Brahmagyan. In the Bhagavad Gita, it is designated as Raja Yoga or Raja Vidya, which means the king of all knowledge, the supreme knowledge. In the Vedas, it is hailed as Brahma Vidyam, Sarva Vidyashtha, meaning Brahma Vidya is the foundation stone for all type of knowledge. Brahma Gyan is the spring from which all other branches of knowledge issue forth, and they are further nurtured, just like the roots of a giant tree, which is the life support of all other parts of the tree. Without the benign grace of true Sadguru, it is impossible to be blessed with Brahma Gyan. From our Brahmandra to the end of backbone within, there are three important nadis. Out of this, Sushmana Nadi remains inactive and dormant. At the time of initiation, Sadguru opens this inner spiritual path instantly. He kindles life into it. As a result, in between the eyebrows, all three nadis merge together. Brahmagyani saints hail these points of union by the name of Triveni, Thakur Dwar, Dasma Dwar, Divya Chakshu, etc. In Yoga Sastra, this is identified as Ajna Chakra. With its opening, light equivalent to crores of sun shines forth at this point. Apart from this, many extraordinary celestial scenes are visualized. This marks the beginning of real meditation. This experience, which one observes within, are indeed perceived in the real sense, and their originations is clearly sanctified by the Sastras. After this, in the holy refuge of Sadguru, under his able guidance, the disciple begin his pilgrimage from Ajna Chakra to Sahasra Chakra, continuing with his spiritual journey, seeking the benefit of practical experience of divine. The disciple ultimately attain union with the Supreme Lord. In the language of Yoga Sastra, with this practice, all the energy centers of the body get awakened on their own. This, along our actions become pure, love sprouts from within, positive feelings take charge of the inner being, and the individual turns noble. With such purity and nobility, one marches towards the final goal of total merger with the divinity. Comparative study. Kundalini awakening is possible in two ways. One way is to progress from Muladhara through Hatha Yoga, and the second way is through Supreme Yoga, Brahmagyan. The first choice is difficult and is highly complicated. The possibility of reaching the final goal is remote. Kundalini is a power and it awakens with tremendous force. It is difficult for an individual of ordinary willpower to bear this swift flow, and he finds it impossible to exercise his command over it. If this awakening is attained through the proper channel, under the guidance of the perfect master, then the power attains constructive dimensions. Otherwise, the same power can prove destructive. When one opts for the path of Brahmagyan, with the benign grace of Guru, his spiritual journey commences from Ajna Chakra towards Sahasra Chakra. Guru opens the Ajna Chakra with his power, and the awakening of Kundalini itself takes place. The name of this chakra is Ajna Chakra because it is at this point where the initiated disciple receives the Ajnas commands from Sahasrar Chakra. where Guru's astounding and subtle spiritual kingdom remains established. When through rigorous practice the aspirant moves from Muladhara in the direction of other chakras, the power that is generated remains unregulated. It outflows through the sense organs, sometimes result in the moral downfall of the individual. That is why Hatha yogis or the aspirants of Hatha yoga are often found afflicted with the negative qualities like lust, aggrandizement for wealth, anger, state of unsteadiness in actions, etc. Contrary to this, with the blessings of Brahmagyan and through subsequent sadhana, this being the eternal procedure, all the energy that is produced within the body travels upward and moves to the Sahasrara chakra. Thus, one continues to progress toward higher level of consciousness. Elucidating on the topic, Hudson, a Western expert on Tantra Sastra, opines the generation of tremendous power through Kundalini awakening needs to be done under the guidance of an expert guru who is well equipped with the secret spiritual science. Otherwise, the power thus transmitted will move downwards, resulting in the encouragement of lustful tendencies, and the sexual instincts will increase tremendously. As per the opinion of several scholars, the slightest mistake in the procedure may result in mental imbalances, including the possibilities of death. As a Brahmagyan with the correct procedure of sadhana, the energy moves from Ajna chakra to Sahasrara chakra. Thus, by regular practice, the energy generated through all the chakras moves upward, with no possibility of downfall of the spiritual aspirant. Pluck a bird from a plant and try to make it a flower by applying force on the petals. It will never turn into a flower. It will soon lose its naturalness and will dry. Similarly, with the rigorous procedures adopted by Hatha yogis, the chakras may be lost forever. So one can get the benefit of the vast storehouse of energy within the body only through the knowledge of Brahmagyan, obtained by the benign grace of Sadguru, perfect spiritual master. To read such articles, please subscribe to our monthly magazine, Akhand Gyan, available in 3 languages, Hindi, English, and Punjabi. You can subscribe to the magazine by clicking to the link mentioned in the description.
Thank you for listening to this enlightening reading on Akhand Gyan. On behalf of Divya Jyoti Jagriti Sansthan overseas, I now request you to sit in a comfortable posture. Close your eyes and concentrate on your breath. Inhale with a long and deep breath in, and exhale with a long and deep breath out. As you concentrate on the coming and going of your breath, please take these invaluable moments of peace to contemplate on the importance of the message that you just heard and how this lesson can be applied to your life today.
Hare